So since it's real, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I can't wait to till it's time to change my wax because I'm putting up all my Christmas warmers and I'm super excited about it. I don't have them up yet.
You're slacking. Might have been up for like a week now.
Well, I still have my fall ones up, but since it snowed the other day, I guess it's time.
I don't know if I'm gonna put any of mine up this year.
Excuse you, what are you doing with your life?
Renovating a house.
But that's more of a reason to do it, because then that gives you some kind of Christmas excitement.
There's no space for them. Everything that was in the back room is in the house or in the garage, so I don't have space.
Christmas as an adult is not exciting. It's just stressful.
Shut up, Christopher. Don't ruin this for me.
I'm just saying.
Any normal year, it would be all for it, but
I mean, fair enough.
think that we're gonna do any. I mean, I think we may have a small tree, but that's it.
But at least you have a real working dishwasher now.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 years later, but it's there.
It works great too.
That's funny though. You waited to put it up till the warranty was.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's a whole thing.
There's a whole ordeal that goes with that.
I didn't technically have power for the dishwasher until John ran a new outlet to like our breaker box. So attic in the summertime, it's just not fun. All right, I just text Jess to see where she's at. But in the meantime, let's just get started. Erin, you're my top left. Go ahead. Tell me something good today.
Jeez, I don't know. You put me on the spot. I don't know. Come back to me.
All right, Allison, go.
My good thing. I mean, it's not today, but my child support got raised.
That's a good thing.
Oh, there's still a whole ass story to that, so we'll see. But yeah.
Amanda, tell me something good today, personal or business.
I put my gnome warmer up.
Yeah.
And I put my other warmer away, and I put my diffuser up. And yeah. And I'm making lots of samples and writing notes for the second night in a row, and I feel like my hand is gonna fall off.
Yeah, but your customers will appreciate that so much. I can't tell you how much a handwritten note goes such a long way.
Yeah, and I swear I try to make it as sweet and short as possible, but I feel like I always have something to say more than just.
It's always a whole postcard.
Yeah.
I got you. Something good today.
I
don't know. I didn't get sick.
That's exciting. Did you get your month box today?
I did. I opened it. I quickly smelled the bar and threw it at John and walked away from it.
Oh no.
I mean, it didn't dislike the scent. It was good, but I just didn't have time to focus on it. I wanted to go sit in the bathtub before this meeting because I don't stay up late at all. This is my late night. Okay. So, Amanda, I believe that this was your topic suggestion. How to network market using your social media platforms. And this is a good topic, especially for newer consultants and people who may not be as familiar with Facebook algorithms and all of the things that you can do to get more viewers and what not to do so that people actually see your post. Because in all reality, there is some computer formula out there that shows people what gets posted and what doesn't. So it's important that we are posting good content for our pages for our customers to see. Some big tips that I can give you are the 80-20 rule. On your personal page, you need to make it 80% personal and 20% business. Use your business or VIP groups for your business posts most of the time. Your friends, they know you sell Scentsy. They don't want to be inundated with it all the time. So to go out and post more of your life and your kids on your personal page will get them relating to you as a person more than you as a Scentsy consultant. And you want to show how you can incorporate Scentsy into your life. So 80-20 is the biggest tip that I can give you. Excuse me. There's Jess. Hey Tina, welcome. The next tip that I can give you with network marketing is when you are posting a Scentsy post, if it's not a licensed product, if it's not a new licensed product, like a new release, like the warmer that's coming Thursday, use a real life picture of it. There's tons of them out there. You can always go search the name of whatever product it is, and somebody, Google, Facebook, will show you tons of real life pictures of that item. Use those before you use a graphic. Facebook especially has things built into their algorithms to where those posts don't come up in news feeds as often as a real life picture because they look salesy, and Facebook wasn't designed to be a sales platform. So use a real life picture if you can. When you change your wax, take pictures of it. Post that it's Wax Change Wednesday. Tomorrow is a great day to do this. It's Wax Change Wednesday. This is the bar that I'm gonna put in, and it smells so good, and it brings back this memory. What is this? Oh, this is Mandarin and Mango Nectar, and I love this bar because it smells like the peach rings, the gummy peach rings, and those are my favorite snack. So something like that versus, hey, I'm changing my wax. And I always take a picture of the bar next to whatever warmer that I'm putting it in so that people can actually see it, or take a quick Reels video and post the Reels video. Because people want to see that, yes, you do use the product, you just don't sell it. I'm long-winded here, guys, so jump in whenever you have tips, because I could talk all night, but I don't have the lung capacity to do it either.
I typically show with the networking, with the Wax Change Wednesdays, how you said that you always take the picture with it. I typically will let people vote on it. And people will, like, whether I post it on my actual page or post it in my stories, and people will message you or be like, oh, hey, this smell, or hey, I like this smell a lot.
Yeah, voting is a good way to get people interacting on your posts. You can use the poll option in stories right now.
Yep.
And put 2 of your favorite scents out there and say, hey, which one? It's Wax Change Wednesday. What are you guys warming right now? If you have noticed, some of us are doing a sponsoring challenge where we're working to increase our I'm using it to increase my algorithm because I have so many Scentsy consultants on my friends list that I see
Nothing
a
but-
lot more of them than I see of my regular customers. So
Yep.
part of it is I'm resetting that algorithm, and I'm posting things that they are for my customers. I'm not looking at my Scentsy friends, their stories. So it pushes them to the back because it's starting to pick up my habits. I'm being intentional, and I'm going out and I'm commenting more on my friends' posts that are not Scentsy people. I'm commenting on my customers' posts so that I keep those people relevant in my newsfeed versus all of the Scentsy people, because I could literally scroll my newsfeed and it was nothing but Scentsy people at one point in time.
That was mine literally like 3 days ago.
But finding different challenges that you can do for social media is really easy. You can go out to YouTube, you can go out to Google, and you can just type in social media stories challenges, and it'll give you different prompts of things to post. The one that we're doing is something another group created that I'm testing out with a small group of our team to see how well it does for them. And I know Aaron and Allison are doing it with me, and I can personally tell you that I'm having more. So my views have decreased, yes, but the views that I am getting are less Scentsy people and more regular people than I was getting. And I even had last week when the buddies went live, the buddy sale, I had somebody who hasn't bought from me in over a year buy because she saw my story. So it's working. It takes time and you have to be consistent about it. But doing stuff like that will really help get you it gets you out there and get it visible. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, Allison.
All I was saying was honestly that I've had more, it's more the consistency, like it's more of the different people consistently rather than the same people seeing it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I've had more people reach out and have conversations with me in the last week than I have in the better part of a year.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Aaron, what are you finding with yours? Are you seeing some changes with yours?
Yeah, I am. And I've been getting more, like you said, more viewers from my customers, and it's called the sponsoring challenge. And since we've been doing it, I've actually sponsored a new teammate. So that's good.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about too. Last week we talked sponsoring. Were you able to talk? You said you sponsored somebody since we've been doing this. Were you able to give them a different perspective on how to join since that last week?
Quit kicking me. I'm sorry, he's being really distracting. What was your question? I'm sorry.
If you've had better luck sponsoring, like having better sponsoring conversations since last week's call.
Honestly, no, because I really haven't been having, like, I've reached out to a few people, but they haven't really responded back to me besides the one that Teresa, who I just added to my team, which was because of one of the posts about the kit that was part of the challenge. And
that's awesome.
We had already been talking about her joining before that, and it was what she needed to see.
Yeah.
So
Sure. I got a reinstatement. I'll take it. She's never been on our team before, so maybe this is a whole fresh start.
Yeah, I did too. Dawn is a reinstatement that I just added to my team too a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Reinstatements are great because they kind of already know, and it's just bringing them into a new team to see how they fit with them. And, we've had a couple of people who have canceled and reinstated under new sponsors, and they just they fit better, and that's where their family is, and they just do
Yeah.
so much better.
I think whose team you're on can make a huge difference in how well you do and how motivated you're going to be, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes and no. So the yes part about that is yes, it can be a great motivator. The downside is if you don't have a sponsor who is like, if you have a sponsor who's in a slump, that can, if you let it, it can really take you down too.
Yeah, but it
Um,
doesn't. I mean,
Yes, and we just have to make sure that we're positive people and that we continue to prevail over that, because I can personally tell you it can get the best of us. And that's all I'll say about that. But we've all been in our low points, and it's not about how far you fall, it's about how you get back up.
right.
So, hi Jesse.
As far as the algorithms go, though, since I've been doing my party this different way, I've been trying not to tag as many people, because I guess that's kind of like they like to tag you as like spam if you tag people a whole lot. So the only two posts I've been tagging people in my parties is the poll and the one to have them fill out the Google form. And it seems to me like when I do that form and ask people what they want to see, it makes them want to check in on whatever party that they're in that I'm doing. And usually it's going to make them want to comment more because it's something that they asked to see. And I've been doing a lot of this or that post because it's really easy, you know, all they have to do is comment this or that. And it's like a call to action, like you're actually asking them to comment. And
Yeah, that's awesome.
quit kicking
But
me.
it also gets them visibly seeing your post too,
Right,
because the
that's
more
what I was
they
gonna
interact.
say. Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. My note, and I am not exaggerating when I say this. The other day, my notifications were going off so often that I could not keep up with them. I could not keep up with checking my notifications. Every time I thought I was getting almost to the bottom of them, I'd go back up to the top and I'd have 10 more new notifications. Like my parties right now with interaction is crazy, which tells me that my posts are being seen on their newsfeed too. So quit.
Aaron,
Sorry.
we're gonna have to let you do do you do your parties in an event or a group?
A group, a private group.
We're gonna have to see if we can't get you to run a mock party for us on the team page so that they can see how you're doing it too.
Okay.
Write that down before I forget.
So basically, I guess my point was that if you show people what they want to see, like get to know your customers on a more personal level and get to like figure out some stuff that they would like to see. Because it's going to keep them coming back to your page and commenting, which is going to keep, you know, the more comments that you get it's going to put your post out there for more people to see. Is what I'm trying to say.
And with the same thing, kind of to piggyback off of that, we still have to make our sales post. We are still in a business where we are selling a product. If you word it so that it's not salesy, and you're not buy my buy this bar, and you word it more along the lines of, hey y'all, it's Wax Wednesday. I'm putting mandarin and mango nectar in my warmers today because it reminds me of the smell of peach rings, and those are my favorite snack. You're inviting them and you're creating a scent for them, because how many of you know what a peach ring smells like? And when somebody says that, you're instantly thinking about it. So then they're like, oh my God, I like those too. And they're like, okay, how much is it? there are some people who, and again, this goes back to how well you know your customers. Like with this Disney warmer, I literally sent it to my friend Sarah, and she's like, okay, sign me up. I didn't have to say anything to her. I just sent her a picture because that's her and I's relationship at this point. It's the same thing. She's my one customer that buys the holiday numbered warmer every year. It doesn't matter what it costs. She's buying it because that's how she is. We're both like that. The only two I ever sell are me and her, and that's okay. But I just sent her a picture, and she's like, okay, just tell me how much and when I owe you. And it works. But some people, you have to be a little bit more specific without saying buy this. They don't want to be told. And I posted some
better if I simply say why I bought it and why I love it, and give them like a visual, like not visual, I guess it's something they're smelling, but like you said, like with the memory thing, it
A scent
reminds you
memory.
of something. Make it like bring something back. Make them think about something. And yeah.
Yep. The squirrel moment. I lost my train of thought. The post that I made today on the team page this evening had a point to it, and we can kind of tie it into this conversation. When you are shopping, anybody, you're shopping, for Christmas, and you're buying from small businesses because that's just what we do. Knowing how the businesses work, we want to support small. I had a friend post some really cool bracelets that she sells a few weeks ago, and it had a cardinal in it, and cardinals, if you know me, cardinals are my favorite. So I bought them and I shared it. I wasn't thinking anything of it. I didn't ask her for a party link because I really wasn't thinking it. I wasn't thinking about it. So I shared it, and she had like 5 other people buy these things after me, all because of my post. And that's great for her. She could have offered me a party if she was thinking about it, or I could have asked for a party if I was thinking about it because I know better. But then today I saw her post about a sale that they're having coming up. And I said that I need an April birthstone charm and some other girly ones to fit in a mini locket. And she told me to go look at her website. And I was like, excuse me, what? Like, okay.
That's crazy.
I don't think I'm going to buy from you.
That's
But
such a
here's
good
the thing.
example to bring up.
Yeah. It's when you are selling a product and it brings some attention to you, and somebody sends you saying, hey, do you have this? Hey, do you have that? Customer service tells you that you should go out and help them. I want to be that person that as a customer, I want you to come to me and say, oh, hey, I can get you the April birthstone. Here's what I have that are girly too. Can I go ahead and order this for you? Not that it's going to save me, because I know this company too, not that it's going to save me a dime on shipping, because they don't have shipping tiers like we do, but because I want to help my customer, and because I want to make sure that they get the most value for their buck, because they could have deals that I don't know about. They could have bundles that I don't know about. It's things like that will want to make you shop with them. It's things like putting yourself as the consultant, and them saying, hey, I'll use this example today. One of my customers, she has an open party link and she hasn't done anything on it. So I wrote her today and I said, hey, are we leaving this open or are we closing it? She's a really good friend of mine. We see her weekly. So I didn't really have to step on toes. Like, you don't really have any rewards or anything like that. It's just still sitting here. And she says, let's go ahead and close it, but here's what I need. And she needed 4 bars of wax, a purifier, some pods, and a brick. And I said, okay. And I said, all right, let me see what I can do. And I wrote her back and I said, okay, look, this is how we're going to do it, because I had rewards on that party. They were just orders that I had thrown in, random stuff here and there that I had that I just tossed in on it. I said, here, you buy the purifier and I'll give you all the rest of it for free, because if I bring any more Scentsy into this house, y'all might find me at the bottom of a hole somewhere, even if it's free.
No. It's not
Literally
even gonna
me,
be at a
like,
pool. It's gonna be at your in-laws lake. That's or pond
The
or whatever it
pond.
is. Every time.
my addiction is so bad, like it's crazy. But I wanted to comment on like what you was talking about. I actually have seen other small businesses or like, you know, like other direct sales, whatever, and they'll just be like, here's my website. And I'm like, what? I'm like, why don't you message them like, hey, like I'll say here's my website if I'm messaging them, but I'll ask them like, is there anything specific thing that you're looking for? Or if I'm placing an order, I'll be like, hey, I'm placing an order. If you want to save on shipping, give me what you like, give me your order. What do you want? And I will save you on shipping. We'll meet, or you can come pick it up, so on. I don't just comment, say, here's my link, go to my website.
Right.
That's just, I cringe. I cringe when I see stuff like that. Like, communicate with people, connect with them. They're not going to order from you if you're just basic and just say, here's my link. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like it's rude. Like, they're going to shop with you, especially around this time. And I'm like, they're bringing you money to pay your bills, put food on the table, whatever it is. And you're just going to
You're
throw it
gonna
around.
send me a
Don't-
link. Yeah.
Like,
That's it. You just said it right there.
There.
Like they're
That's it.
literally helping you put food on the table for some people and like gifts under the tree for some people. Like a
Yeah.
little bit of customer service goes like 100 million miles.
I
Yep.
had a customer, she messaged me and she was like, well, I was going to redeem my Stitch stuff. And she was like, for some reason, I can't add my buddies to the cart. And didn't know that we couldn't redeem them right now. So I was like, listen, because she had to go back into work. I said, let me contact consultant services. I will figure this out for you, blah, 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 blah. She was like, oh my God, you were so incredible. Because I always spoil her with Happy Mail. She just knows that I'm just so thankful. And it melted my heart. Like, it literally did. It made me feel good. Like, that I was doing my job. I was doing what I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? And it
Yep.
just, I don't know. It just made me happy because I was like, I don't know.
It's a job. It's still a job.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can sit on it at home and we have the ability to work from anywhere and to raise our kids and do everything that we need to do, but it is still a job. We still have to set business hours and still be in a customer service industry. But yeah, she bought an air purifier. I gave her $90 in free stuff. And at the end of the day, I actually am going to probably sell another air purifier half off because she got everything that she needed and didn't touch her half priced items. So there was 3 on the party. So I'm working on selling another purifier for half price because I have the option to do that. She didn't bring in any kind of other orders to this. So these are all technically my rewards. I could use a penny and give away a kit. I could actually put all of her stuff on a completely different link and she would have only gotten $25 or $30 in rewards, but she's getting $90 in rewards, everything that she wanted, and she's a happy camper. So customer service goes a long way, including when you are network marketing, because that is going to go word of mouth. People are going to see. I have another customer. She's literally my top customer. She will not ever join. She has no desire to be a consultant. She has no desire to make her money back on her own purchases. And we talk about it like once every 6 months. I give her the opportunity and she politely declines. I'd rather just be your customer and I'm okay with it. But I have another party that I'm closing that's got 200 and some odd dollars in rewards. And again, I need more Scentsy in my house like I need a hole in my head. And I'm going to give her a free purifier because she's that good of a customer to me. She literally bought.
That is so sweet of you. I think I'm pretty good with customer service and stuff like that. You know, like I try to spoil my customers as much as I can, and I do what I can. If I can contact consultant services for them, then I will, to save them the hassle, especially if they are working a job and stuff like that. But you are brave for that, because that would kill me. I have an addiction, but I understand. She is a really good customer. So
I have an addiction too, but after almost 7 years in this business, the addiction is real life. And there's a reason that this background is on. So y'all cannot see the mess behind me. And I literally his head, I could just see it starting to fume and his eyes spitting fire if any more Scentsy comes into this house.
Preston told me the other day, he was like, "You have a problem," and I'm like, and I've never had him tell me that, and I'm just like, oh my God, I do have a problem. Like I really do. It's awful. I think I've kind of slacked a little bit here lately because I want to make money. I don't want to spend my money on Scentsy. And I've been doing pretty good here lately with my Scentsy paychecks. I've been spending on house stuff and all the things. But it's so hard, like that Winterberry apple tea counter clean, when that's coming, take all my money. I'm not joking.
But here's the thing, rewards.
Take every
Exactly.
that I have.
I have $80 in free product right now, and I have 4 items at half off. I should do a kit thing. I really should. But
you need 1 penny for a kit. 1 penny for a kit. You said $79.99 and get your Winterberry apple tea. That's what literally got me in so much trouble, because I have rewards after rewards. I don't, I do get random orders, but my customers are awesome. I teach them to put everything towards an open party link. I don't care whose it is. Put it on an open party link. So Amy bought a whole bunch of wax that I had. She bought one of the square boxes full of bars. I probably have 3 more of those in the garage, not to mention what's in my office, not to mention what's just probably scattered around my house. Don't be. It's bad.
The counter clean, like I love our wax warmers, and I love honestly every product. Like I've slowly I really did never think that I was going to use our dish soap or our counter clean. It seemed weird. I don't know why I said that, like why I thought that or whatever. I don't know, like scented products like that. I just didn't think about it. And then when I started using it, I'm like, and the counter clean, like I have so much and I'm just obsessed with it all. Like I can't help it.
Well, and you have to get seasonal counter clean too.
Yeah, exactly. Got perfect peppermint. I got cider mill stocked up, everything. Preston's mom just left. She came to visit for a little bit, and I set her up a whole little bag to take to her work. I made her a party link, gave her all kinds of samples, catalogs, all kinds of stuff. So she's going to take that and take it to work and talk to some people and try to get some orders. So I was like, hey, I mean, get some rewards.
And the whiff boxes are great because you can have all that product on hand. If somebody needs a random gift, here you go.
Exactly.
It's all packaged. Yeah. I have counter clean coming out my ears too. Yeah, it's truly a problem, but it's a good problem to have. We are blessed by this wonderful business that give us massive amounts of party rewards to use on our own personal stock.
It's awful. I'm definitely going to I go through so much wax because I just love to change my wax all the time. And I have so many warmers. I have like 18 warmers lit up in my house right now.
Yeah.
I have that. I go through a lot of wax. But I used Scentsy soap last night and I knew I was going hunting this morning,
Oops.
and I loaded it down. I bathed up my whole body with body wash and sugar scrub, and I came across a buck when I was heading home, and I think I scared them because before, like, you know how they make that noise? I don't know how to do it or whatever,
Yeah.
but I guess they make that when they're mad, and I didn't know that, but I heard that, and I wonder if he smelt me. He smelt the Scentsy. I think that's what he smelled.
Yeah, it's because you didn't bathe in deer pee before you went.
Yeah, exactly. I bathed in, I don't know, and I knew I was going hunting this morning. I just didn't think about it. I just love our Scentsy soap. I have all kinds of it, so.
Me too. It's one of my favorite products. I miss bath bombs. Bath bombs were awesome.
I know.
Um,
Kate said that they were so like big, and they were
Yeah,
like
they were the
so.
size of a baseball.
I have
I'm
one
jealous.
left that I'm still holding on to.
I have a whole
Honestly, I think
shit ton of them.
I've never
I know.
used one, but I think I would still prefer our soap just because I just love. I just love
So yes, it's okay. So a bath bomb was just literally pretty much soak in a ball.
Really?
It
Yeah.
didn't have the Himalayan salts in it, but it was
Mhm.
still very much like the shea butter and stuff like that.
Yeah. But see, I love the Himalayan salts because my back was hurting last night, and I just throw some of that in the bathtub, and it's just so relaxing.
Yep. So, soak is one of the best products. But when you do that stuff, take a picture of it on a like yours and post that.
Yep.
You know,
I already did. I posted on my story, and then I posted on Instagram the other day of that. I don't know if I did Facebook. I try to keep up with all of it, but
my Facebook and my Instagram are linked. So everything that I post on Instagram shuffles to Facebook
Yeah.
for me, thankfully.
I do my stories. Some stuff I try to post in my VIP, like little
Yeah.
things like that. So I have
Yeah.
to like actually go to my VIP page to do that because that's not linked.
Yeah. But doing that kind of stuff will increase your views too and
Yes.
help your
know.
algorithms and co, especially when it's a real picture and not a
Exactly. And they see that I'm using the product. Obviously, if I'm using it, that means I like it. I'm not going to use something I don't like. And
right.
honestly, I'm not going to lie to somebody. If I don't like something, I don't like it. That's just how it is. I mean, I haven't came across something that I didn't like, obviously scent wise, but our products, no. There's stuff that I don't use, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. I just choose not to use it, or I just prefer something else over the other. Like our Scentsy Ghost, I've never used one of those, not yet, but I do love our wall fans.
Right. Yeah. And our like, and your customers will pick up on that stuff. Like my customers know that I don't like coconut. The scent of coconut, I'm just not a huge fan of. And they know when we sit down and we do, when I do live scent sessions and talk about new scents and stuff, that coconut is not going to be one of my favorite notes that comes out. Now there are some that the coconut is just different and I can handle it, but most of the time they just know that coconut's not my jam. I don't have to fake that. That's
Guys.
but
Oh yeah.
I don't fake it though. I'm just like, whatever. Like, I'm just like, I don't like this scent. I was like, maybe you will. Like, hey, if you like orange pomander, I hated that scent. It's so awful in the brick.
so
Oh
there,
my-
I like the orangey of it. I don't
Yeah.
like what the other everything else that's in it.
Same. The spice is just so heavy. But I was like, I told Hannah, she came over because she used to sell Scentsy and then she stopped. And she came over and I was like, yeah, smell these. And I was like, I don't think you're going to like this one. I was like, I can't deal with it. There's no way I can warm it. She was like, oh my God, I love this. She was like, this is my favorite one. I was like, see,
Yeah.
I was like, some people will like it. So she bought it off me.
That's why I tell you guys to always get at least scent of the month, because even though those may not be your favorite notes, somebody else is going to like it. And it may be really hard to sample. There are some, we had a scent called Blessings when I first started. Blessings and guava honey. Guava honey smells like cat pee, and Blessings smells like Noxema.
What?
Yeah, that was a whole ass mess, man. Like I swear that I probably still have bars of that stashed at the very bottom of my closet at my in-laws house
Oh my
because
goodness.
I sampled one bar of it and I hid the rest of it. Like guava honey went out the door as fast as it came in because I put it all, I had fundraiser baskets that month. I just put it all in there. Some people do like it. There are people that ask for that scent on the director pages, and that is one of their favorite scents. One of my good friends, she loves that scent, and I'm like, please don't warm that when I come to your house. It is gross. Jess, you had something to say.
I did have something to say. I'm not muted anymore. I wanted to say hi to Beth and happy birthday because she's on now and it's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Beth.
Happy birthday.
Hi, I'm here.
What
And
what is Julia doing? I saw her getting some mommy love.
my Julia? Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. She went to bed.
Oh.
She was asking me if we have any band-aids and we don't. Like, I don't know why we don't have band-aids, but we just, my kids, like when I get them, they use like 15 at one time and like they don't even need, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, what, and everything is a boo-boo that needs a band-aid.
So
Yes.
we're like, is this a point where I can transition to something really quick or should I like?
No,
chill?
go ahead.
So I wanted to touch on really briefly. So we're overall talking about Instagram stories kind of, and like, you know, stuff like that, right?
Yep.
Does everyone here have an Instagram? Everyone, just raise your hand. Everyone. So
I mean, I do, but I don't use it.
okay. That's probably fine. But here's where I'm going with this. Hopefully I don't lose my train of thought.
Good luck.
You know how we were talking about someone saying like, just go to my link, and
Yep.
they write it on a Facebook status, or they even send it to you in a private message. Here's my link. And it's just like a simple like .com. It's not even like a specific link to a specific product, nothing. It's just like a plain old, here's my link. Well, that doesn't work in 2021. And I just want to tell you guys, you know, I'm not an expert by any means, but by the little that I do know, by studying, you know, some of the Instagram sales and the analytics and things that are going on with the data, stuff that's like way above my head. The little that I do know is that people are like, they're buying stuff in like a click. Like if like you basically have about 2 seconds, like and I'm not being dramatic, you have about that long to get their attention and to make it something that is going to catch their eye and to make it simple enough that they can really just like explore it in a simple click. Like Instagram now has a feature. This is what I was leading into. Instagram now has a feature. I believe it's available for everyone. You literally can put your link, like any link to any product in your story, like right next to the product. Okay. And I don't even think they're making you have a professional account, which I tried that out. I tried that out for a while. We'll talk about that another day. I'm not sure I love it, but anyway, even if you have a personal account, you go in your stories and let's say you share the gray Christmas tree warmer, since that's the only one left. And
Sold out, mama.
or maybe it's the white one that's left.
No,
So
all of them are sold out.
All 3 are gone.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the mini the Disney Christmas tree, right? On
Yes.
Thursday, as soon as it goes live, you guys should all try this just for fun. If you have an Instagram account, wait, that might be OOC.
No,
Okay.
it's fine.
So
It's fine.
Well,
As long as you don't put text on it.
oh, okay.
just put it underneath the picture. Long story short, you share the picture and then you click the part that's like stickers, like where you normally go to make a song or like put like a little GIF, and there's a little blue button that says link. Okay, you just click that and it lets you put in any website that you want, and you can make it go directly to that Mickey or Minnie warmer, the Disney tree. And I'm telling you this because sometimes people are sitting there scrolling through stories, and if they see something that they're interested in, you have maybe like 2 seconds before they scroll to the next page, to the next, oh my God, what are they? Stories, I don't know. So if you have a link and they accidentally click it or purposely click it or whatever, they'll see it on your website, and maybe you have a chance of grabbing that 2-second attention span.
So glad. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to interrupt you.
You're not.
so-
I'm done. Go ahead. What do you got?
Because before you could not, you had to have like so many followers.
It was awful. I know.
Yeah,
I
that
tried.
Bad. So
You
I'm
could
so
only do a swipe up, and you had to
Yeah.
have like 100,000 or something crazy.
Yeah,
And now
and I
it's
was
just,
so mad because I always, and it wasn't just Cincy, because like if you see my stories, you know that I post all kinds of things.
yeah.
Stuff that I find at Walmart, and I can link that stuff. And I want to be an influencer.
Mhm. You need to get one of those Amazon accounts.
What are you talking about?
Never mind. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Sorry. I was like, I have an Amazon account. I shop Amazon, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm glad that they did that.
It makes life easy when you
Anyway.
can do that.
And
I've been doing that too.
The reason I mentioned Instagram stories is because it links directly to your Facebook stories 9 times out of 10. So you can literally post it to the Instagram story with your link, share it to your Facebook story, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to share and be the same thing. There are some times where Facebook's like, oh, that doesn't correlate and you can't share it. It's like rare, but anyway, just look into that. If you guys have an Instagram account and you maybe want to try that out, I highly suggest it. If you need help, just message me or Jess or Sylvia or Erin. I think they've all seen it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
try to
Yeah.
for every time I post something and it's available. I've been trying to use it. I just started using it recently.
Yeah,
Seen it. I found out about it and I was like, wait. I was like,
I know.
see,
They
Barron
just
like,
surprised us. They dropped it on us.
has so many followers. That's probably why she can do that. And I thought they did it from the swipe up link to that instead of being the swipe up, if that makes sense. But like you still had to have so many followers. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I clicked on my images because I always do like GIFs and stuff. And I'm like, and I about died.
Even if you're not doing it in an Instagram story, like in my parties, if I'm sharing something about like the mini fans, then I will use the URL link that takes them directly to the mini fan, not just to the whole website. And the same thing, like if I'm sharing body products, I will copy and paste the URL. I'll go to the body products on their party and I'll copy that URL and paste it in one of my posts that I'm talking about the body product. So if they're interested and they click on the link, it's going to take them straight to the body product.
Yes, and
I
people
like that.
not being able, like if I notice some people get so aggravated with our website. I don't know why. I feel like 2021 is just so much, it's so different. Like just everyone's just like, so you need something, it needs to take it to the actual product so it can just catch their eye immediately and they don't have to dig and dive for it and try to find it. Like, you know, and I get that to a point, especially when people are in a hurry and they're just scrolling through stories. And if they click on that link and it takes them to a whole website, more than likely they could just skip it and just go back to the stories. But if it's directly to that warmer, then if they're interested in it, they're more than likely they're going to shop it or want to check it up.
You're saying they can do that, right? Because you
Yeah.
can like link it to a specific product now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just
Yeah,
making sure.
all you have to do is copy and paste the URL. Like, say I'm doing like 5 parties right now. Okay, I'm doing one. So say I wanted to share something in Jennifer's party, I would go, I'm sharing the mini fans in Jennifer's party. So I'm gonna go to my PWS. I'm gonna click on my parties. I'm gonna go to Jennifer's party link or her party page. And then I'm gonna go to the mini fans and then I'm gonna go back up to the URL and copy it. And then I'm gonna paste it in whatever post I'm doing. And then when they click on it, it's gonna take them exactly to whatever page I was on when I copied that URL. So yeah, you could definitely do it with just a single warmer. Just make sure that that single warmer is the only page that you're on your PWS when you copy that URL.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I try to do that for everything when I post on Facebook too. because it helps. It just takes them directly to it and they don't have to dig for it, because some people just
Oh,
don't want to do that.
Aaron was talking about this or that posts. Golden, you guys. And here's why. I don't know if she mentioned this. Maybe she did. She did. She said call to action. It's interaction on your posts. You can do it in stories and in, just like your parties or whatever you're doing, anywhere. Like this or that posts are super cool because you're not asking them to buy anything. You're not asking them to do anything. Like, hey, what do you think? This or that.
And for the people that are like really indecisive and they're like, oh, I don't know what I want to get. If you do enough of those, they're going to answer that question themselves.
Right. And
They're
remember,
like, oh, well, I said that I like this one, so this is the one I'm going to get. It helps them to realize what they want to get. You know what I mean? Instead of being indecisive about it.
yeah. And over time, algorithms change. So if people click on your this or that stuff enough times, you're going to move up in their algorithm, which I know those are like a mystery to most of us. We understand the basics, but not a lot. And that's for a reason. They make it hard to understand, like for a reason. They don't want us to crack the algorithm because
and as soon as we do, they change it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've noticed that ever since I started posting on my stories, I've slowly getting more of the same people to see my stories. Like it's just slowly adding up. It's just starting to get more and more, because before it would only be like a few people like on my Instagram. Now I have like up to 100 on my Facebook, and then like 30 or so on my Instagram, because I don't really have that much people like on my Instagram. And it's slowly adding up and it's getting up there to where more people see my stories over and over.
I got one last tip for everybody. On Instagram, you should follow Heidi. Heidi, 9 times out of 10, spills all the goods on her Instagram. If she knows, it gets spilled.
Seriously?
Yes.
How come I didn't already see this?
She gets in trouble.
She does. The air purifier we saw
like last
year, 6 months ago, 8 months ago. They had it on their fireplace.
We were like, what is that? Oh my God. And we were like zooming in. It was hilarious.
Yeah. And y'all didn't tell nobody?
We did. We posted on the team page.
Oh man.
Heidi's a good one to follow. Lacey is a good one to follow. Of course, Dan. Dan doesn't really show much. He's pretty good about his media,
he's pretty tight-lipped.
Until it comes to live, then he's like,
man,
yes.
I really like him. Just a
He's
side note.
so
love
funny. Him and
Dan and Lacey.
Okay, I love Heidi and Orville, but
Yeah.
I enjoy Dan and Lacey's lives like
too.
so much.
Yeah. Because they just spill it. They don't have to turn around and look at their phones to see if they're getting in trouble.
And they're just so funny.
They
like,
know what's going on. They
go back
know.
Every time you say Orville, I think of popcorn.
Yay!
I'm saying I don't know who was just talking, but your accent makes me think of popcorn every time you say Orville.
Isn't her accent the best? I just love it.
Wait, Mom?
Right.
Yes, you.
Yeah, you.
What?
Hold on
I feel
one
like-
second.
I feel like I'm in the heart of Tennessee every time you talk. I love it.
Right?
Amanda, did
Oh,
we
yeah.
answer a lot of your social media questions that you had tonight?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I wonder if there's anything specific she wanted to know about.
She's
No, not specifically. I was just trying to help think of something to talk about.
Did you get some good tips though?
Yeah, like some new ones that I haven't heard before.
Okay. So I'm going to do a picture really quick and then I'm going to turn off the recording so that I can tell you guys something.
Oh God.
So
That's never
camera's
good.
on. Oh crap, where'd my screen go? Right there. All right, smile pretty, guys. Aaron.
I don't know.
Smile.
Shut up, Christopher.
Okay. All right, hold on. Stop recording.